Avram Avinu, he's sitting outside his ohel, outside his tent. He had just done Brit Milah. He's very weak. Hashem is visiting him, doing the mitzvah of Bikur Cholim, visiting the sick. All of a sudden, he sees that Avram is in so much pain because he doesn't have guests. He has a home built for guests. 4 sides, north, south, east, west. He wants them to come. No one's coming. He's so sad. Hashem says, okay, I'm going to send Avram some guests. He sends him 3 angels disguised as wandering men. What happens? One of these angels is charged with a mission. Michael. What's the mission? The mission is to do something huge like overturn a city. Actually, no, that was Gabriel. To do something huge like cure Avram. No, that was Raphael. What's his mission? To tell Avram Avinu, guess what? I have some good news for you. You're going to have a kid next year. Did he give him a kid or did he do anything? No, he just gave him good news. Why? Why is he such a big angel like the head chief? So, says Rav Atari, look at the importance of telling a person good things. You would think that small little act that you did by smiling at somebody means nothing. I'm telling you, as Hashem says, these are huge acts. These are huge missions in life. You go throughout your day and you're missing opportunities where you can do something very small and it makes a huge difference. Amazing. Fast forward, he gives him the news. But how is he giving him the news? Is he telling him, Avram Avinu, guess what? I'm so excited for you. You're getting a kid. Hashem is going to remember you. Or next year it's going to happen. He does say that to him, but I want us to look inside the text exactly how he says it to teach us an incredible learning lesson that I learned from Rav Atari. What does he say? Vayomer, the angel says, Shov ashuv elecha ke'et chaya, v'hinei ben asara ishtecha. I'm going to come back here next, and he says, how is it? Ke'et chaya. Usually it's translated as next year. But ke'et means in this time, chaya, as you are living. What does that mean exactly? So, how many times something is going really, really hard in your life? You don't have a single penny. You're stuck. There's no job. You are either not in a relationship and you want to be in a relationship, or you're in a relationship that's really bad. You don't have children. You want them. I'm telling you, the list could go on and on and on, and I've gone through many of these things. Then what happens? Okay, you've got money in the bank account, you've got the job, you're in a relationship, it's going well, you're blessed with children, you have a home, and then what starts to happen? You kind of forget what happened when you didn't have it. You don't remember that sensation. There's no more like the excitement. There's no more the feeling of gratitude. You're taking it for granted. Why? Because you have it. Michael is coming to teach us something huge. Hashem is coming to teach us through Michael something huge, which is what? I want you to remember, like right now, how you're feeling. In this moment where you don't have this sensation of feeling that, I want you to remember this feeling right now also when it's right now that you actually have the thing. I want that feeling to stay with you. I want you to be blessed, but when you are blessed and you see the blessing, I want you to close your eyes and remember the moment when you didn't have that blessing so in your life, so openly. For 2 reasons. Number 1, because you will have such a more intense, beautiful life, more connected, happier. You'll feel grateful. And also so that, Avram, you want to do chesed? You want to help people coming from the north, the south, the east, and the west? You have to understand where they're coming from. Go inside yourself and remember the moment when you did not have a son. And that moment when you feel that pain, you feel that sorrow, then this other person's going to come to you from a different direction. But with their stars, and you can connect to it. You're going to remember that moment. This is a huge, important lesson. And then comes... and we're hearing that Sarah is listening to this. And what was her reaction? She laughs. Was it one of those anxious laughs? Was it I don't know what kind of laugh it was. It was a laugh that was kind of criticized. And it was a laugh that our sages bring down was a lacking in emunah. Lacking that, no, I don't believe this is really going to happen. I mean, come on, look at me. I'm old. I've got wrinkles. My husband, he's old. He's got wrinkles. How is this really going to happen? It was a laugh of doubt. Hashem quickly comes to Sarah and he says, why did you laugh? Now, Sarah, we're talking about Sarah here. We're talking about our matriarch. We're talking about a pillar of faith. We're talking about a woman who's steadfast, a woman who is incredible. She's a prophetess. And she says, I didn't laugh. You did. You're talking to God. He knows what you did and you didn't do. So this is something interesting. What is this I didn't laugh? What is this like, no, I didn't do that. I didn't feel that way. I wasn't really doubting. Come on, I have to be strong. I have to, my emunah has to be 100%. There's no way I could be lacking and still be a person who's great out there. No, that's not the lesson. Hashem says, I want you to remember that you laughed. Why? Because I want you to remember in life there are moments when you are doubting. And you know what? You're working on yourself. Now you're not doubting. It's good. But don't forget the time when you did doubt. Don't have a little bit of, first of all, compassion for yourself. You can have compassion for other people, that in their moments where they're doubting or in their moments where they don't understand, you can also tap into that and have compassion for them. And also have compassion for yourself. And remember that you're feeling the emunah right now. You're feeling the connection right now. But it took you a while to get there. And if you don't remember the moments when you didn't feel it, you're not going to also enjoy the moment right now that you are connected and feeling it. Our past is tricky. You know, the things that happen to us are tricky because on some hands, they could make us feel stuck, right? And it could get us into this like victimhood, blaminghood. But on the other hand, if we totally forget everything that happens to us, it's like having food without the salt, which is actually also in this week's Parshat with Lot and his wife. And the fact that they didn't put salt into the food. What is the big deal with the salt? Come on, you guys. Salt? Salt gives flavor. I can go through the motions in life. I can do something, but if I don't have meaning, and if I don't remember why I'm doing it, I don't remember the taste of it, I remember that it's from Hashem, guess what's going to happen? Many, many years down the line, many generations down the line, the very same family who is embodying the idea of kindness, the generations following Lot, they didn't even give water to us, to Israel, when we were in the desert and we were offering to buy it. They didn't even give us water. They went from one extreme to risking life to enter guests into their home, to all the way trickling down to not even giving water. Why? Because there was no salt in the food. There's no taste. There is no meaning. There's no connection. There's no remembering. Why am I doing this? What am I doing this? What was it like? How did I feel when I didn't have this? This week's Parsha is huge, teaching us so many lessons. Number one, there's so many ways of doing kind acts, not just in these big bams, but also in the little things. Number two is that you do have to take a moment that when things are going good, I want you to remember when they were not just to feel gratitude, and yes, it will make you feel more grateful, but also you'll be able to connect to other people and have more meaningful relationships. You'll have empathy. You'll understand where they're coming from. And lastly, you cannot say that what happened to me was with no meaning, or like, oh, I feel so bad that I did that, and like I wish I'd never done that, and like I'm just gonna erase it from my life. Because when you're remembering that you were in those vulnerable moments, you will also be able to tap into the moments now. But more than that, you're gonna always be connected to, why am I doing what I'm doing? How can I put Hashem into this picture? Because there are times when we go around doing things and He's not even there. There are times when we're doing something and we forgot why we're doing it. Now's the time to put Hashem back in the picture, put a little bit of salt, a little bit of taste, to know that chesed, kindness, is actually on all four sides in all different ways of doing it. And also not to negate what's happened to us. In fact, to use it, build on it, to remember it, and to bring out the light in it, to connect to it. Shabbat Shalom.